Well, sometimes our lives do not have to be like those of everyone else. Sometimes life pushes us to make decisions that are way too different from what we ever expected. When this happens, it is only us that are sure of what we are doing.
Nitwa Munyandinda Emmanuel.
Munyandinda Emmanuel. Ufite imyaka ingahe bwana Emmanuel?
Imyaka 67. 57.
Wavutse ryari?
He is called Emmanuel. The truth is that he is not sure about his age, but all he knows is that he is between 57 and 67 years old. Surprisingly, for all these years, he has never been in a relationship and he failed to find a wife who loves him for who he is.
None se ubwo iyi myaka wigezeho nta n'umukobwa mwigeze mukundana ngo basi
ntawe
mu buzima bwawe ntabwo wigeze ukundana n'umukobwa?
ntawe nigeze.
This is when he decided to stay with that one person that he is sure that she loves him. He decided to stay with his mother for the rest of his life, and for all these years, she is the only person and wants no other. All the girls rejected him because of his sickness, so he chose to come and die with his mother, and this is his story. In one of the very deep villages is where we found the family of Emmanuel and his mother. They were glad and happy to share their extraordinary story with us and the rest of the world, and here they go. This is Emmanuel's mother, and she is 102 years old. She says that this all started a long time ago, and by then they used to give birth to many children, and it was something that was so common and normal in their society, so she also did the same. She gave birth to 9 children, and they were all normal and fine. Emmanuel was the 7th born, and it was one big and happy family. According to what she says, this did not last for very long, because what happened next is terrible. Her children were in school, but within no time, Emmanuel mysteriously got sick, and they were very surprised to see his legs starting to get bigger and bigger and rotting at the same time. Obviously, he dropped out of school because there was no way that he was going to manage to go to school on a daily basis with this kind of legs. He was so sick and they were so painful. He stayed at home while his parents were still figuring out what to do. Hospitals back then were very far, and this means that they failed to get there. The fact that his legs were also sick, this also made the situation worse. They tried using herbal medicine to treat him, but it all failed. Soon, she lost her husband, and it was a very sad moment for them, and now she had to take care of the 9 children, including Emmanuel, that was so sick. Things started getting worse while she was watching. Her children grew up and became men and women. It was not long after then when they mysteriously started dying one after another in a lot of different ways. Most of them had gone to the city to work, and this is where they died from. She is now left with only 2 children, including Emmanuel. While others were dying, Emmanuel was here besides her from the very first day that he got sick. These two have been protecting and taking care of each other. They gave up on treating Emmanuel because everything that they had tried had failed. She did not know what to do anymore, so she stopped trying, and the only solution possible was for him to leave and accept his condition. As Emmanuel grew up, it was obvious that in this village, everyone knew about his condition. When he was grown enough and it was time for getting married, this is when he had the worst moment of his entire life. He tried talking to different girls, asking them for a chance of a relationship, but they all did not want to even talk to him. he was always rejected before he even mentioned anything concerning love, and this was very discouraging to him. Though this was the case, he kept on trying and trying for years and more years. He was getting old, and at some point he gave up. He did not want to do this anymore. He got so mad at everyone, and he made a decision that is very hard for everyone to even think about. He knew that the only person that truly loved him regardless was his mother. He was committed to keep living with her forever and keep taking care of her for the rest of his life, and this was the new him.
utarongora ngo ube umugabo nk'abandi ubyare wororoke.
niko nashatse kugira ngo mukecuru wanjye mufashe asaze neza.
Ibyo bituma uvuga uti gusa ntiwari kumusazisha neza n'umugore ahari.
Hari igihe yari kumuzana akamufata nabi, ntibumvikane ngo amumenye. Bituma nyine mwihorera kugira ngo njye mwitaho.
None se ugeze ubigerageza byibura ngo byanga.
Since his mother is very old now, she cannot do anything for herself. He is the one that has to do all the housework despite his situation and the condition that he is living in right now, because if he doesn't do it, no one else would. Now he keeps digging, fetching water, cooking, and all other necessary things that must be done in this home. He does it happily, and he is proud that he has someone besides him who really loves him for who he is. We asked him if he at least doesn't plan on having a child, and he said no, not at all. He is not interested in anything like that, and the only time that he will start thinking about such is when his mother is gone.
Abitekerezaho ari uko mukecuru nyine atakiriho.
Well, they are living in a very poor life, and this is how they have been living for a lot of years now. They say that they are used to it, but if their life can get better than this, they would be extremely happy to see a difference. His life is being here all day and working. According to him, he does not know if he is going to ever manage a life without his mother. He says that sometimes he wishes that they could die together because he is also sick and getting weaker on a daily basis. Everyone in this society knows about Emmanuel, and they feel sorry for him that he was rejected by all the girls and failed to find a wife. But again, they are very proud of him for the love he has for his mother, because many people do not have such courage. In most cases, this is what most people are always hoping for, and we hope that one day she will see her grandchild before she passes on. Well, since Emmanuel has never been in a hospital and they do not know what he is suffering from, we hope that he could be given a chance to be attended to by a professional doctor so that he could at least know what he is suffering from. The funds that will be used to give him advanced treatment will be donated via Giving Life. A link that is in the description of this video and pinned in the topmost comment by Afrimax English, and we wish them all the best. You gain strength, courage, confidence by every experience in which you really face. Some people say that life isn't fair at all. Everyone will always think that they are going through the worst until they listen to others tell their story. Thank you for watching. My name is Prince. This is Afrimax English. Do not forget to subscribe.